All right. Trying out something different here. I'm using a DJI mic, and you know what? Let me put this thing up here. It looks a little stupid on my shirt, although it probably doesn't look much better on my hat. But at least it looks kind of cool. Nice to see you folks in here. It is 2 o'clock on the West Coast. I'm going to say 2 p.m. Pacific, because that's where my body's at right now, or at least that's where my mind is at. My body's here. I'm trying this mic out here. See how this is going. I think I like the mic more than I do like the what do you call it? The GoPro. I was just playing with. GoPro batteries go out pretty quickly. I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounded better in my chest. Sorry for all the racket. That's why I'm doing it. I want your guys' opinions. Everybody has one, just like a belly button. Thank you very much. That's perfect timing. I meant to do that, by the way. First off, thanks for joining me this afternoon, because it is still afternoon even here on the East Coast here. Trying this out. That's one reason why I was on. The other reason, I wanted to talk about today's activities, even though I did live stream earlier from, I don't even know the name of that park. Someone told me and I forget. Oh, what's up, Rich? Nice to see you in there. So my battery is not fully charged on this phone, on this laptop, and I have to use the USB input. So I don't know how long this is going to last for, but I'll try to make it last as long as I can. Thanks for the contacts there, Matt. Good. You know what? Corner to corner. That's pretty cool. Whatever you just said, something Spring State Park. I'm gonna hack it. It's only about 30 minutes or so from the hotel. Oh, you're Did I put that in there? I don't remember seeing that in my log. I have to look. I don't remember logging that. I remember logging that before. Waikiva. Did I say that right? Nate's always helping me out with this stuff. Well, that and I got 4 hours of sleep 2 nights ago, and I think I got 2.5 hours of sleep last night. If you want to call it this morning. Andy, nice to see you in here. I'm 3 hours closer in time to you. It's 5 p.m. here in Central Florida, just outside of, or actually I'm in Orlando proper, I think. Just off Highway 4. I don't want to give out where I'm staying, but I'm staying by Universal Studios or Universal Theme Park, whatever you want to call it. I want to start out, this is my second thing actually. I want to say I met a bunch of the YouTube folks today over at the Hamcation setup there. Those folks are awesome. Can't say enough about them. They're really helpful. Really nice. I was like really half asleep when I was meeting them this morning at whatever 8:30, whatever it was. Hung out for a couple hours. Went and picked up our passes for the Hamcation there. Met Mike and all those guys. Jason, Josh, Tank Radio, Ham Radio Tectonics, Bill, a couple others. Josh, not Josh Ham Radio. Josh, I'm not going to get his call sign right. But met all those folks over there and a couple others. Very nice. And then we trekked over about 20 or so minutes away to the Poto Park, where we met even more cool people. A couple folks, Larry and Dave, I believe, let me use their radio when I did the live stream. Very nice of them. I actually took good advantage of it when nobody was using it, when everybody was eating. But there's no pizza left for me, even though I wasn't planning on eating. But yeah, really great folks. I was the first one to win in the raffle. I won a what do you call it? A voltmeter, and it has the enclosed prong, so you could throw them in your pocket and not have to worry about your pockets getting destroyed. So very cool stuff. Very happy meeting those folks. I'm really glad I got up early, and oh, I didn't even notice that. I'm very sorry. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. And you did very well. You did very well. So now it's time to get your general. Remember, strike while the fire's hot, which I should have done with my extra. But yeah, good people up there. It was really cool seeing some folks set up their POTAs. I've been to a couple different POTAs with a couple different folks, but it was like POTA heaven. There's probably like 7 or 8 folks set up, probably more than that. I was tripping over ground radios everywhere. It was like a landmine of ground radios. I keep on saying that because it was really, I'm like, oh crap, and he's on the air. You know, he's using his radio. I'm standing right next to the antenna like an idiot. But yeah, really cool. They're trying, I think Mike K8 Armor D is, he was trying out something, maybe he's going to put in a video. So to look for his videos coming up. So he had some good, he was recording some video stuff, and they had like a raffle thing, like I said. I was the first one to win. I was surprised because I was probably the last one to get entered in. The other thing, the grand prize, they gave away an FT8 91. So that, I forget the guy's name. I met him real quick. He won that, dude. You could not wipe the smile off his face. He was so happy to get that 891 and have the 100 watts of power what that thing brings. I don't remember what radio he said he has, but it wasn't as nice as the Yaesu 891. The other thing, take a step back, when I was activating the POTA, which was really nice of them to let me use their radio once again, I really like that FTDX10. I think that's what that was. I think that's what that was, yeah. With a bigger screen, and I was kind of eyeballing the back. I had a DVI output, so I just wish it wasn't so big. But like, he was going through the filtering and stuff, and I was pretty amazed. But and you know what? I like my 891. I do. I adjust to the menu fairly quickly. It's a little too deep for me. If I had to get in and make some quick changes, I think it would take a while. But that radio was real nice. But we'll see, maybe for the future. But once again, great setups. Made a corner-to-corner contact with their Matt there. I think that's pretty cool, being in the park in the middle of Florida, and literally in the middle of Florida, and talking to you all the way up in northern Washington there, just outside of Seattle. So made a contact with AJ6BE Dustin over in Colorado, which I think he said he was mobile. So thanks for jumping on the radio, and I hope you guys made some contacts with some other folks at that park. I don't know if you were watching the POTA spots, but there's a lot of people in there. A lot of guys doing CW in there. I kind of watched over a guy. He kind of, I don't know if he liked me watching him, and I didn't want to break his rhythm or whatever he was doing. I wanted to kind of pick his brain a little bit about it, but he looked like he was busy trying to make some contacts, which I don't blame him. I don't know if he was doing a contest or whatever, but maybe a contest with himself, but it looked like he was having a good time. Once again, there was a guy, I made a video, I recorded some video there. I don't know, I'm probably gonna slice together another video of that more stuff with the antennas. I pretty much walked over at almost all of them, and there's a couple cool little home brew stuff as well. I think it was Larry showing me his setup with the ground radio, I don't know, 3 feet off the ground, something like that. So I never really talked on a radio like that, but 12 meters was not liking the atmosphere today. So atmosphere was killing poor 12 meters. I was hoping to make some more contacts on there. The other thing I want to mention, and maybe I can ask some questions. So I uploaded that POTA log to the POTA site. I also uploaded it to QRZ. Well, those show up, I'm guessing, because when I looked at the data on the hammers, I had a different grid square than my normal grid square when I'm in California. In fact, I'm going to pull that up. I think I can show that right now. I don't have that ability. to show that, unfortunately. Yeah, so I was in grid EL98GR. So if that makes any sense to you folks. Maybe somebody lives in Florida. I don't know if Jason's in here. That doesn't live too far away. I don't know if those will translate into confirmed contacts on Logbook of the World and Logbook or QRZ. Nice to see you in there, Sean. I'm an hour ahead of you right now. How about that? So just on Eric, KD2HWD. Nice to see you in there. Good afternoon. It's still afternoon here, 5:11 here in Central Florida. Just kind of decompressing, definitely decompressing, because I've been going crazy the last couple hours. Got to bed last night after uploading the video of my travel day yesterday. You could check that out here. Yep. For my travel yesterday, I wanted to get that out before I did the POTA today, just so the timeline fits for the channel and stuff. I didn't want to upload it on Tuesday. It wouldn't make really much sense. So it was very, very, very easy travel day. Got upgraded very early on. I knew I was going to get upgraded. The weather was perfect in all the cities I was in. I got in 40 minutes early on both my flights. The only hiccup is I had a little issue with my my rental car, which I don't have very good luck with rental cars in Florida. Miami's rental car situation down there, what is it? I don't know, 3-hour drive from here. It's horrible. Anyways, enough of bitching. Am I wearing pants? No, I'm not wearing pants. I have blue shorts on right now. You have any other questions? We might be too far away for VHF today. Wait a minute, you're the one that asked. I have shorts on. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm going to go to, next time you get a hold of me, Alex W7. He's in Miami and travel. Yeah, I would. Oh, interesting. That's good to know. I've emailed him back. We've emailed each other back and forth. It's been a couple years, but definitely know who he is. And actually, one of the first live stream channels I watched kind of motivated me a little bit more to up my game on my setup. Very good dude, and I actually made a 40 to 20 meter contact, a confirmed contact with him. So pretty happy about that. But yeah, tomorrow. I'm probably not going to get there as early. I might stay a lot later. I know the folks are probably getting together for dinner here at the campsite, maybe over at Hamcation. I wish I got a mute button there. Actually, I do, but it's harder for me to hit it. I'm glad he didn't hear that. Oh, that's good to know. I have to connect with them there. Yeah, those folks over there at the campground are probably getting together. I know Josh, Ham Radio TV, is going to be doing a live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. He invited me to come on. I don't know if I'm going to drive back up there. It's about a 20-minute drive each direction. The traffic will probably be a lot lighter. It took me almost 40 minutes this morning. The freeway was bad, or whatever you want to call it here. Highway was bad, Highway 4 or whatever. So I took the side streets, and I got behind like 2 or 3 different school buses. So we ended up stopping every time they loaded kids. Anyways, yeah, Josh is going to be doing a live stream here in a little bit. That's why I'm not coming on as late as I normally was. I don't want to overlap with him. There was a big POTA meetup today, yes. I don't know if you caught at the beginning, I actually got an activation there in Florida. A couple folks let me borrow their radio. I was on 12 meters with an 891, which I was very familiar with, and then somebody's FT8 I think I said that right. Yeah, dude, it was like $4 just to drive to my hotel last night, and there was a million pieces of road construction going on, so it's hard to turn in. I still got here. I think I rolled in here about 12:30 or so last night. A lot later than I thought I was going to get in here like 12:45. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to get in here like 11:45, but it was closer to almost 1. So by the time I showered, finished editing and uploading, it was well after 3 a.m. And the other thing is, I was going to actually stay up another 30 minutes, although it was cloudy. There was a ULA launch not too far away over at Cape Canaveral, about 27 miles, I think, something like that. But it got pushed to 4:30 and I was out. I had to go to sleep. Turned out one of the rockets almost burnt up and it almost had to explode. So that would have been interesting. And there's Crew 12 launch tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. here. So the way I look at it, oh, Eric has reminded me there. The way I look at it, if I fall asleep in the next hour or two, I'll probably end up waking up at 3 a.m. and then taking a drive over there and watching up close. What equipment we end up using? I don't know. I did walk through a little bit. The folks were setting up, so I didn't want to bug them at all. I did see like a cobweb antenna thing, hex beam. I forget who I was talking to at the time. And they're like, yeah, you probably want to get that. I think it was Gray Man Poe to Tim. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what I don't know. I don't know what I want to get. Oh, is it 5:15? I thought it was 5:30. So Eric, yeah. So if I end up falling asleep in the next hour or so, which I'm trying not to do, I might drive up there and get up there early, then come back here and take another nap. But my body clock's all screwed up the last couple nights. Yeah, I'll be talking with those folks probably tomorrow, hopefully, and meeting up. I forget there's another person I taught what was it? The Tar Heel? I talked to one of the guys, but I didn't want to bug those guys. Those folks were setting up, and there's plenty of time the next couple days for me to talk to them. So I plan on going up there tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to go up Saturday, to be honest with you. I might go to NASA and go watch or not go watch a little rocket launch, but I want to get a photo of the SLS rocket. I think that'd be pretty cool. Since I probably won't be able to see the launch, unfortunately, that's going to happen in about 2 or so weeks. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm heading home. I have a 6:30 a.m. flight on Sunday, and I land before noon West Coast time on Sunday. I have some personal plans first thing in the afternoon. Well, not first thing in the afternoon, and then I'll be free at night, be able to do my normal Sunday night live stream because I am off the next couple days. But we'll see. So far, a lot of fun. I just wish I wasn't so freaking tired. That was one of the other reasons why I didn't want to record the travel day, because I know I literally was either recording stuff or trying to think about editing stuff or editing stuff. Yeah, man, I would love to go and watch that, dude. It could have been this weekend. It could have been. It was part of I think Sunday was part of the window again. What's going on? WA8 OOM. They will transmit S-band signals within the spectrum. Interesting. Now, is that the tracking telemetry that they were having people test? They were like looking for volunteers openly on the NASA website, if memory serves. Way above my scale. I don't know. And so this mic sound okay? I'm using this DJI mic. I think I like the DJI mic better than I like my GoPro. I should have went with a DJI mic, a whole camera. I should have listened. I went against my better judgment. People said get the DJI or the GoPro. Mike showed me his, and the fact that his battery doesn't waste away like mine is a good reason. So I went through 3 batteries traveling in yesterday, and I didn't really shoot that much video. I only shot like maybe 2 hours of video, maybe a little less. I mean, it was on longer, but it wasn't like on like all day. So I don't know. A little bit disappointed. And it just feels a little plasticky. Like I got the content creator version like cap thing that goes over it, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. But did you guys, any guys other than Matt and Dustin that's in here, make any contacts with any Toads folks over at US 1927, I believe? The 4K cheap sports cameras might be a little bit better. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with the GoPro. The menu's kind of clunky. Nope. Yeah, I just don't know. And I need to get my editing skills in a little bit better. In the back of my head, I knew I was going to put some music in, and I know I talked to Seth. I don't know if he's watching. He mentioned that too when we talked this afternoon. But end up not putting any music in. I'm not really a good, I don't know if it's storytelling. I don't articulate the stuff on the video very good. All right, 7-3 Eric. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. What's up, Adam? Nice to see you. I wasn't planning on going on tonight. Trying to keep myself awake a couple more hours. Wanted to try this DJI mic out, see how it works into the system. It's like it plugs directly into my my computer there. Yeah, my wife gave me this for my birthday a couple years ago. I might have worn this on the stream before. I figured it'd be a good one to wear. Tomorrow I'm wearing my my QRZ shirt. We'll see how the QRZ folks think about that. But I think I'm liking this mic. I would love to see how it sounds like. So once I end the stream, I normally don't watch live streams again, but I'll go back and roll it back and see how it sounds. But these mics sound pretty decent, stuff that I've heard through it. You guys have any questions about Hamcation? They're not really set up in there. They did have a few booths set up, but once again, I didn't want to bug. It's a lot smaller than I thought. I thought it'd be bigger. But there's already a lot of people camping out there. I was expecting to see, in the hotel I'm staying at, I see a lot of ham radio trucks out there. Do I have an apparel store for myself? No. I am going to try to get some stickers together with my stuff, with my call sign. I do have some stickers, which I forgot to bring, K6FUU, that I was going to hand out to some folks. I only had like 20 or 30 more, but I would love to have handed those out. But no, I don't have any apparel. I don't know if I'll probably end up doing that or not. That's not why I'm kind of doing this. I mean, it might be way in the future, but no. Support your NASA hats, though. What's up, Kim? Nice to see you in there. I am not in Claremont right now. I'm not even near Claremont. Yeah, you know what? When I was driving away, I'm like, should I have brought some stickers? What's up, Chris? Nice to see you in there. By the way, did you confirm that Vermont contact? What I might do is I definitely won't go this year. What I might do is maybe hit one of these ham radio conventions, a different one every year. Maybe next year Dayton, maybe next year Huntsville. There's one in Yuma actually next weekend, and I actually have next weekend off, but I might have some personal plans. I don't think I'll be able to make it, and the weather's supposed to be really bad this week. Coming up in LA, we're supposed to get like 8 or 9 inches of rain in 3 days. I'll believe it when I see it, because the weather people like to hype that stuff up like they always do to get eyeballs on the screen. But anyways, I probably won't go out to Yuma. Dayton, unfortunately, probably is not in the cards for this year. Maybe next year. Huntsville, I would like to go to. Dayton, I tried to go to last year. I was actually off. I waited too long, and like tickets to Dayton were like $1,700. Tickets to Cincinnati, which was a further drive away. It's in the Extrina. I don't remember the name of the city. It's kind of in between Dayton and Cincinnati, I think. It's south of Dayton, north of Cincinnati. North of Cincinnati by about an hour and 45 minutes. Anyways, Cincinnati airport sucked. I look into Indianapolis. It was a little too far because I had to make it back the Saturday night. So it just didn't work out. Maybe in the future. Definitely probably not this year. Maybe next year. If Major League Baseball goes on strike, I'll have a lot of time. Maybe I'll drive down. There's one up in Utah. I think the end of September, early October. I might try to hit that this year or next year. We'll see. There's one up in Northern California, but I heard it's not really all that good. I was actually going to go up there this year, and then I spaced on it. I need my space. That's what it says on my app, by the way. Yeah, Yuma, I got a couple emails, actually 2 emails. One person from the Papa system, which I don't really know too good. He asked me if I was going to go out there, and I was going to live stream out there. I don't think so. I'm not saying I'm not going to, because I'm off Friday, Saturday, so I can drive out Friday night, spend Saturday morning there, and just drive back after. It's only about 4.5 hours to Yuma or so. That sound right there, Kim? Am I off on that? I think I have to go. Now, is Yuma close to? How far away is that from El Centro? Is that somebody texting me there? I thought that was somebody from work here texting me. Somebody's texting me here. 2 big ones. Good. And John, I have to text you offline. Something happened here that was similar to what happened in Nevada. I don't want to say too much on here. But it's good. Yeah, so I would have to take the 8 out. See, Nate knows what I'm talking about. I had to wait to use the restroom to all the way at my hotel, if that tells you anything. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, I got some folks texting me that needed some help with something that was not related to anything we're doing here. And I was supposed to meet up with dinner with some folks, and one person had to go home. They forgot some stuff. They lived only about an hour away. KO4PDI. Sorry, I'm looking at something. But you guys, any plans for you guys to go to any of these ham radio conventions? Wish it was open right now. You guys got anything good coming up this weekend? I wonder if there'll be anybody setting up their HF antennas at the ham radio in the RV park. I would love to make some more contacts with you folks. I wouldn't know how to log them though. And this is actually my first ever Hamfest, and I'm going to one of the biggest. I think this is maybe the second biggest. Sorry. Dayton is number one. What do you think this one is? Nate, you weren't able to make it. I was hoping you'd be like, "Hey, I'm in your hotel lobby right now." That would have been cool. But did get to meet a lot of folks today, and everybody I met was super nice. Tim Grayman Poda, great. Hung out with him. I actually followed him through the bad Florida drivers up to the Poda Park there. Man, people are driving crazy. The other thing, there's a lot of red light cameras here. Oh boy, somebody just commented on something. A lot of red light cameras here, so don't be in a hurry because it's not worth it. We need to get you on a plane, just like Scott. He's never been really out of California too much. I think he said he went to Arizona. It's all the same, basically. Once you, whatever, you know. Throat's starting to hurt just from talking. Sun's still out here. It's 5:34. Kind of a nice day. It was a little bit chilly and very foggy this morning. Very like patchy fog driving into Hamcation. Although I've been told tomorrow it's supposed to be a lot clearer and warmer. What I'll need to double check. Yeah, that was like me at Dayton last year. I have not, no. I wouldn't know what to look at, though. I would agree with you. I mean, Los Angeles has a lot of hams. But I would agree with you. I mean, the density of population is a lot more east of the Mississippi, so I get why. So numbers work that way. We tried. That would have been cool. Most of the stuff's flying around are like flying cockroaches. I haven't seen too many bugs here. I don't know if you guys heard, but I said the weather was perfect earlier today. The cloud cover kind of helps. Even though it wasn't sunny, it was like 65, 70 all day. As you guys know, you've seen me here in Florida a couple times here doing live streams. I've been to Florida midsummer here. Holy crap, this place is a whole different place. Like the second you walk out of your room, you're just like, just drenched in sweat. So it's nice to come here this time of year. And I actually texted a buddy of mine that's from California that's working up the road in Daytona for the Daytona 500 this weekend. He said, yeah, it's perfect weather this week. We're not going to get any rain, and it's not humid at all, because he knows he's been out here in the humid weather. Yeah, I'm used to the Las Vegas heat. Although, when I was in Vegas in July, holy crap, that was ridiculous. And it was weird. Now, the 4 days I was there in July were like the 4 hottest days of the year. It was like a buck 13, like 2 of the days I was there. I think it got to 109 one night. So, yeah, they should have a hamcation there in Vegas. I don't know a lot of hams that would like to go to Vegas, so but there's plenty of space, and there's good parks there. In August, there's one. So you want to drive to Hamcation next year? All the way from Chino? Yeah. Big chair. That was nice. It was a nice ride. It was a nice, unstressful ride. I think I have a lay flat seat on one of my flights, but I think it's the short one up to Atlanta. So, whatever. All first class is a little extra room and a bigger chair. Almost what the chairs were a couple years ago. Big dog. You should be able to get upgraded on some of the flights. I didn't know you were a Delta guy. Delta Million Miler here. It took me a long, that's from 97 to like 2007. I was crushing it, but I used like 3 different airlines. And then like from 2007 to I think it was like 2011, I strictly did Delta, and it got me over the hump into $1 million, and it makes a difference. People in my business regularly travel over 100,000 miles a year. I used to. It was a lot of work, a lot of dedication to stay on one airline. But I got an instant upgrade when I bought the ticket, so pretty happy with that. Especially now that I'm not traveling as much. But it's a long way to come over here. Fly a Cessna down here then. See if you can rent one. I'm glad to see your Delta guy. They're a little more expensive, and I know this sounds really strange, but they're the ones that screwed me the least. Even Southwest I've been kind of hosed on. Man, I would have a massive headache by the time I got there. Those things are loud after a while. I don't think, I've only been on JetBlue maybe once. I think. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. I gotta look. I don't think, maybe I haven't been on JetBlue. I think I was supposed to, and the flight got canceled. I've been on a couple defunct airlines, Northwest, Continental, TWA. I actually like TWA. Those folks were nice. And then they pretty much went out of business, so they got bought out by, I think, American right after. How's the battery doing on this thing? This thing's actually, battery's rock solid on this. It could count if you want it to count. I believe he drove here too. Or no, he didn't drive here. He flew here too, I mean. What's going on, dude? Was hoping to catch you on the air this afternoon. I know I'm on way earlier than normal. This almost feels like my normal time. I didn't want to come at I was thinking about coming on my normal time, but Josh, Ham Radio TV, is doing a little bit of a special live stream at 8 p.m. over from the Hamcation RV lot. I don't know if you met Denny, K6EGG. He just stayed there last week. He's a pilot for a unnamed company. We've been flying Alaska Airlines and most recently for our Seattle trips. Alaska's a good company. You know, Hawaiian was a good place to go on. Plane, airline company to go on. I wish I was napping. This is another reason why I'm doing this, so I don't fall asleep. I'm going to go down and get me some candy here in a few minutes to wake me up. You know what was weird? This is kind of sad in some ways. I remember I always wanted to go on Alaskan because I remember the Eskimo guy, whatever, that's on the tail. And I was like, because I grew up over Ontario Airport taking off. You probably know where this is at, campus in Philadelphia. I mentioned it on my video of my travel. I grew up right there, so I watched all the Air Cow planes take off, a lot of Alaska Airlines, and I never really flew Alaska Airlines, and I finally got to fly them. I remember calling my mom. I'm like, I'm flying Alaska Airlines now today. It's my first time. And I flew up to Seattle. Back then, there's no Wi-Fi in the plane, obviously, and the texting wasn't work. You know, I barely had a cell phone, and the Alaskan Airlines crashed off the coast of Port Wainimi, which is kind of by Santa Barbara. And I guess my mom was freaking out because I landed and my cell phone went off like 15 times in a row. So I was like, she's like, yeah, there's a plane crash. Yeah, so, but yeah, every time I've been on Alaska Airlines, all those folks were really nice. Yeah. I had taken off from, I think they were going to San Jose or Portland. I can't remember. But anyways, I was going to Seattle. I do. Actually, this was before the, like, real, you got news really late. I remember my dad took us to the airport to watch it land, and we sat there for like an hour, and the time had passed when it was supposed to land, and then my dad turned on the like news radio, AM radio, whatever. And they said, "Oh, the plane never took off." I want to say it was coming from Dallas to Ontario, and then they had a problem with it, and they couldn't take off to the next morning. But I did hear it take off in the morning. Yeah, Hawaiian's a great airline. Hopefully, Alaska doesn't screw it up. I remember that was probably 87, maybe 86. You could probably Google it and see what year. I know this isn't ham radio stuff, but I wanted to hang out with you guys here for a little bit because I'm by myself in the room, and I'm not that close to the fairgrounds, and I feel a little too lazy to drive up there, and I don't have a chair. So I was thinking about going to the store and getting the little cheapie and just throwing it away after, because there's a Walmart right next to the street here. It is. And by the way, I want to let you guys know, if you guys come to Southern California and you have a car and I am off one of the days that you're in town, I would love to host you. John hosted me up in Las Vegas. I know Seth was out in California when I was out here, but I was dealing with some personal issues with my father. He actually almost passed away. It was pretty close to that happening, so I was really kind of 100% focused on what was going on with that, obviously. So I couldn't hang out with them, unfortunately. But somebody let me use their gear. They had no idea who I was, and they like, here you go. I'm like, I would be a little sketch if somebody started talking, just grab my radio and started using it. But ham radio operators, I believe, are a different breed. So I really appreciate folks doing that. John, you taking care of me up there, telling me where to go. Power bank, you had some food for me when I when I had a little bit of a sugar crash. So appreciate that. Yeah, I think they're still running 330s. John, hello from Virginia. We're on the same time zone. It's 5:46. Yeah, I really wanted to do that, but for me, help him out. I'm surprised it didn't take, well, he was down in Long Beach, so. I'm trying not to spend any money here. I did pay for the hotel, but I used points 100% for the flights. I have to pay for parking at the airport, which I thought was $22, and now it's $35. Not a big deal. It's only 4.5 days. And I haven't really eaten here yet. The only thing I spent money on was cheese fries over at Atlanta Airport. So I'm probably going to run downstairs. They have some food or something down in the hotel lobby. I have to figure out. I'm probably going to go down there and eat here in a minute. They have some dinner thing. I don't know what they have down there, but I'm thinking about doing it. Why would I get a 19? Sorry. Why would I get an IC-905? Yeah, maybe it's like a happy hour. I don't want to say at the hotel I'm at. I was told probably not a good idea. I forgot you're a straight line guy. I know this sounds weird. Don't take this out of weirdness, but can you like point that thing in the sky? And I know the frequency's shorter, or the band is shorter. I should say the wavelength is shorter. Can you hit like a geosynchronous satellite with that thing? Do they have any geosynchronous satellites that are using those? I probably shouldn't have pizza, even though I wish I could eat it. Those, I don't know if those were eggs. Not, oh, okay. Was that a dumb question though? Honestly, because I didn't know if they used. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I mean, normal geosynchronous satellites are on those higher bands, just because they don't bounce off the Io atmosphere the way. See, is it the EMI? EMF? No, not EMF. I was in a Facebook group before my first Facebook profile got hacked and I can't get in it. EME, that's it. I tried to save your guys' ear, sorry. And they were doing the moon bounces, but you have to have like some serious directional loop antenna dealy bobs that I don't have, so I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. But that's definitely something I would like to look into. Bouncing off the moon. I guess the moon is made a bunch of glass, right? So you could probably bounce off of it. And some of that's VHF though, I thought. The only I do some satellite work at work. We'll have to do lip sync sometimes, and a lot. I don't know, maybe 50% of the shows are up on satellite as a backup. So that's about the only time I get to talk on the geosynchronous satellites. Honestly, I love 10 gig. It is such a fun band to mess around with. I heard people in the Cactus repeater group talking about that. Like every once in a while on a Saturday, I'll hear them. I always do my best. I can take people out. I would love to do it. Go out there and maybe stream it, if you don't mind. Yes, they did, and I think they still use them to bounce lasers off of. I want to say, I saw a thing on. I want to say Discovery Channel, but I think it was History Channel about that. It's a lot of fun. You'll be surprised how far you can make contacts. It's the first Saturday of the month on Cactus. And I told you, I've always wanted to be a member of that repeater group, but I don't know how to get in. Ever since I first got into ham radio, because they were the first, I think, please, this is my opinion, of course, I think they were the first one that had all the relay stations that were actually connected by RF and not by Allstar, because it was way before Allstar. And they had them connected all the way into New Mexico and Oregon. This is back when I first was listening to repeaters in the 90s, even before I got my license. I remember going to HRO and they getting one of those repeater books, like the actual, every 4 months they had different colors. So, basically it's a quarter. Each quarter had a different color, I remember. And I remember looking, and it had all the different Cactus repeater sites. And I don't think they post their repeater inputs and stuff like that anymore. But I kept the log of that. I kept actually a written couple different written repeaters. And if I recall, a lot of the different repeaters around that area where they have the repeaters in share the same frequency in PL, which helps. Is it better than Wind System? Would you like to make a comment? I have to know somebody. So I have to figure out, I need to know somebody. And I read, actually, I think I need to know a couple somebodies. It goes up into Montana? It's too cold up there in the winter to talk on the radio. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that offline, if you're interested, of course, in sponsoring me on that. But I think it'd be pretty cool. Back when I was looking into it, I met a couple guys. I want to say they were like broadcast engineers, like they worked on like the local TV affiliates transmitters. Yeah, but you know what? It's kind of cool to talk on local repeaters here that have good coverage in Southern, I almost said here, out in Southern California. Because we got a lot of hills and we can't really work too far away. Maybe 5 or 6 to 10 miles tops, unless you're on top of a hill. It was not the Wind System. I saved your guys' ears again. See, well, to be honest, I think you're right. And there's also people on there that are not old. And I've mentioned this before. There's a couple of repeater systems that it's like Groundhog Day. They talk about literally it's the same people. And it's like people on the net interrupting the net. and saying the same things. It's like, I actually have to lock some of those out. Yeah? Have you guys listened to the 80 meter nets? Or 80 meter rag too? You know, but there's plenty of other places to talk on, and if that's the way they want to participate in the hobby, I'm okay with that. If they're not doing anything nefarious, I think you guys would agree on that. Oh man, that's awesome. So, all right, so tomorrow, if I run it, okay, there was a Kenwood question in there. I want to say, I forget the name, the model number, but I have to look back on the chat. And if I get an opportunity to you know, maybe interview some of these folks that are manufacturers, I'm going to try to stay away from the Heil area. The other thing, I wonder if the QRZ people will be pissed. I'll wear my QRZ shirt with me that has that I took off the website. They'll probably bust me for copyright. I don't know. They might think it's that they have a kick out of it. I don't know. Were you guys there that night? That guy that was studying to be a ham radio operator didn't have his license, and he was like, "Why do you guys keep on talking about, you know, people talking about ailments and stuff on that frequency band?" I go, "Probably when we tune to it, that's probably what we're gonna hear." And like clockwork, somebody was talking about Kaiser or whatever it was. I gotta find that again. That was funny. I doubt if they'll know who I am. Nobody knows who I am. I know who I am, barely. You could have put COX. I wish I could bring you guys in on Sonobus, but I don't have this poor computer. I mean, this computer is really solid computer, but the CPU usage starts to go up quite a bit because of OBS running, even though I'm not going all that good a quality. But I would say this test is very successful, and I can actually plug this into my mixer at home. So if I go to the restroom, I can continue talking. Or maybe you guys can hear anything you want to hear in the restroom. I don't know. It's up to you. So not having it on the hat sounds better. I could do Sonobus. It'd be easier for me to do Discord. I don't know. You got to ask Seth about that. He's the one that's farted on my stream. He still won't admit it, though. I don't have a way. I don't know if you'll. I'll try it. Discord. It's going to have to come through my speaker, though. I'm getting hungry, too. So go into IFB. Let me see. Devices, no. See if I can get Seth on. Check. Check. I don't. What's going on? Oop. Sorry about that. Let's see if oh, I still don't see him on there. I don't know if I'll be able to hear anything. We'll see. It's gonna have to come through my speaker. As I didn't bring any of my stuff. Right now it says you're muted, Seth. Okay. Try again. I hear you, but the people on the stream won't be able to hear you because you're so low. Where's my audio settings at? What's that?
What do you mean I'm so low? What are you talking about?
Usually you're a loud New Yorker.
I'm on my AirPods, if that matters.
Oh, maybe that's why. Well, I think, okay, let me go here. Speaker volume. Try again. I have to turn it up all the way and get close. Can you guys hear him on the stream?
No.
I'm not asking you. You still there?
No.
You're showing up on my meter, so my guess is they'll probably be able to hear you.
I'm trying to see here.
You can hear me okay through it, right?
Unfortunately.
They're saying barely. So that's probably good they can't hear a sad ham. That means you can't fart on my stream tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look what you can see what that's in the chat there.
When's the last time Sam's actually spoken? Let's be honest. Wow.
What's up, dude? Nice to see you in there. Anybody out here in Hamcation? Anybody watching out in the RV park? Probably not. You have better things to do, like hang out and smoke cigars. Which I should be over there right now, but I'm slowly gonna fall asleep here. Probably not too long from now.
Why? It's only 6 o'clock. What are you, a senior citizen?
I am in Florida. That's where they all are. That's where all the folks from New Jersey come from.
No.
Actually, go to, I should say. Well, yeah, it's partly my fault. I got talked into making a video, so I sat there and edited forever. Actually, a lot of the time was waiting for it to upload. It took like almost an hour to upload it. Like I brushed my tooth, took a shower, checked some email, still uploading. I had one at 8:30 this morning, an orange one. Well, I got a total of like 7 hours of sleep for like 3 days. So you're in Missouri right now. I'm getting ready to head home tomorrow. But well, yeah, all right. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna disconnect.
That's it.
And let you embarrass yourself.
Okay, I'm not on Sonobus, but okay.
Or Discord.
Okay, all right. Good try. It was worth the try. Oop. Ah, shit. How do I get out of this thing? I guess I could just exit and it will get me out of it. I'm not very good on Discord. Grape is okay. Sorry. All right. I think this test went very well. I might try to figure out a way to get this into my soundboard at home because I do like the way this thing sounds. I think if you guys don't complain, that's a good thing. And I think it probably sounds better than the mic on the camera. Or sorry, the mic on the computer. And this has a windscreen. I don't have the windscreen on right now, but this thing has a windscreen. So this will be good for the Poda Park over at Chino Hills or something like that. So the other thing is I might be able to plug a camera into this. Use the GoPro as a camera, which I was going to try to do and go 1080p tonight. But my connection here, it's been solid, but not good. I'll take solid but not good over solid and not good. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody watching. And do me a favor, those folks that are doing those, like the real content creators, hit a bunch of likes on some of their videos, because they put out a lot of effort to make those videos, and I realize that even more every time I edit something. It's like, that's a lot of time. Those were real content creators, and I was able to meet those folks today. They tell a real good story about our hobby, and they probably bring a lot of people in. So I really appreciate that by them. I am not one of those people. I gotta be honest with you, these people are way above me. But I mean, I'm doing something a little bit different, but they do a really good job. And like I said, bringing people into a hobby is, I think, another job with to itself. So once again, if you see any of those guys I mentioned earlier, I don't want to go through the whole list because I don't want to miss anybody either. Man, my phone's blowing up over there. I wonder who's texting me. I got like 10 messages already. Yeah, give those folks a like and try to subscribe to as many of those folks as possible. Even though if you don't watch it, probably will help out their channel. They'll see people go, oh, well, this guy's got X amount of people subscribed. Now I'm going to do it. So, and I'm just being totally honest there because once again, and I said this a bunch of times, I did not realize how much work it is involved doing a video. The recording of everything, transferring all the files over, cutting up the clips, slicing them together, trying to create a story, trying to have forethought in the story when you're recording, trying to remember what to say, trying to make an outro, even though you don't. That's a lot of work and a lot of creativity. And a lot of those folks put a lot of effort into that. And some of them are very good at it. And frankly, I think they should probably have like a regular TV job because they're so good at it and they connect with people. And that's something hard to do through this lens right here a lot of. So once again, appreciate all those guys and hope to see them again tomorrow. I'm going to just go to black because I don't have the opportunity to do the, what do you call it? The weather channel from here. I don't have it set up yet. But anyways, take care. I'm going to try to do a live stream tomorrow, either from here at the hotel room or with the crappy phone coverage over at Camcation, which I know a couple guys were trying to do a live stream from. But check out Josh's Ham TV on YouTube there. He's going to start a live stream in about an hour and 45 minutes. If I get like a stick up my butt, I might drive up there and try to join him. He invited me over, but we'll see how it goes. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for watching.